And for us, it's going to be an ongoing drought and very little rain, if any, as we continue through this week. Now, by the weekend, we could see a few more showers, but even that has not amounted to much of anything. We also stay very warm. I'm reserving the word hot for the upper 80s and 90s, which are not in our forecast, but mid to upper 80s are toward the middle to end of the week and start of the weekend. Now, as far as our drought monitor goes, this is a graphic which is only updated on Thursday. So we did show you this at the tail end of last week, and really most of our area under some level of drought, with the exception central and northern Tangi and parts of Washington in abnormally dry conditions. Some areas a massive rainfall deficit, which we're not likely to see to make up for anytime soon. Upper ridging is what is keeping much of the southeastern United States a little bit warmer. Do have some ridging out west as well, but for this part of the nation, it's this ongoing upper ridge. This is what started our temperature trend into the 80s this past weekend, and one which will continue through most of this week. But as we head toward the end of the week and weekend, we start to see some upper troughing. That sweeps through the central part of the nation, and by Sunday morning, I think this upper trough will push a cold front through, and with it a fairly decent drop in temperatures and humidity. Rain, though, we need the rain. May get some early on Sunday morning. So the great news is for French Quarter Fest, while it will be very warm on Saturday, dry. It'll be cooler and less humid on Sunday. And I also think dry, because while we do want the rain, we don't want it during the festival. And it looks like, as far as the timing goes, if this stays, or this timing stands, we would get all of that rainfall early morning. And when I talk about all of that rainfall, I'm not talking about very much at all. So mid some upper 80s as we head toward Friday and Saturday. Then the front moves through. High temperature Sunday and Monday, mid to upper 70s, and very dry air. Thankfully, though, the humidity, even through this past weekend, dew points have been in the lower 60s. That is not oppressively humid by any means. That's still fairly comfortable. And it looks like humidity values will remain about the same through Saturday. Then once the front moves through, the humidity drops as well as that temperature drop. So a very pleasant second half of the weekend, although Saturday won't be too bad, but definitely have the sunscreen all weekend long. Very warm all this week with our cold front on the way, or cool front we could call it, for this weekend, with maybe a few showers as well. Isolated shower or two the next couple of days, but the better chance is going to be Sunday morning, and even then again is not going to be very much. Or we'll see a far wetter pattern is once again through the central part of the nation. Several rounds of severe weather expected there. This is our 7-day rainfall total possibility. And right now, the model's still going with maybe a trace or more. So not looking at much, even with that 30% early on Sunday morning. I don't think we're going to see much accumulation at all. Bit more active weather up to our north and west. But for us, we've just had that southerly wind with the fair weather cumulus clouds around the area. And otherwise, mostly sunny skies during the day. Afternoon temperatures lower 80s. It really has not been all that bad. Now, as we head into Tuesday afternoon, mostly sunny skies. There will be a weak upper disturbance kind of passing through to our north Wednesday and Thursday, and that weakness may be enough to help trigger a few isolated showers both Wednesday and Thursday. That rain chance about 10 to 20%, so most of us will not see anything, and even if we do, it wouldn't be much accumulation at all. Again, we need several inches of rain, and the best we can hope for is maybe a trace or slightly more as we head into the next couple of days. Mostly dry. Again, I'll put that mention of an isolated shower Wednesday and Thursday, but most of us won't see anything. A little bit on the almost hot side Friday, Saturday, before that front moves through. Very pleasant weather to wrap up the weekend and head into the start of next week.
All right, Chris, thanks so much.